Hello children, this is my second video on chapter number 10, Reaching the Age of Adolescence. Today I am going to start reproductive phase of life in humans. Adolescent, they become capable of reproduction when testes and ovaries begin to produce gametes. That means testes produce sperm and ovaries produce egg. Production of gametes lasts for a longer time in males than in females. In females, the reproductive phase of life begins in puberty at 10 to 12 years and lasts till 45 to 50 years. Every 28 to 30 days, ovaries produced one egg or ovum. During this period, the wall of the uterus becomes thick so as to receive the egg. In case fertilization, it is fertilized, the egg is fertilized and begins to develop, which results in pregnancy. But if fertilization does not take place, then what happens? The egg, along with the thickened lining of the uterus, are shed off. This causes bleeding in women, which is called menstruation. Every 28 to 30 days, menstruation takes place. And menstruation flow starts at puberty, which is known as menarche. At 45 to 50 years of age, this cycle stops. Menstrual cycle stops. And this is known as menopause. Menstrual cycle is controlled by hormones. Means after the release of the egg, the thickening of the uterus wall and its breakdown if fertilization does not take place. And if the egg is fertilized, then it begins to divide and gets embedded in the uterus for further development. Now, next is, how is the sex of the baby determined? We have already seen that usually the women are blamed for the sex of the baby. Whether a newborn baby is going to be a boy or girl, how it is determined? It is determined by the instruction. Inside the fertilized egg or zygote is the instruction for determining the sex of the baby. And this instruction is present in thread-like structure called chromosome. Chromosomes, in human being we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. That means total 46. The two chromosomes out of these are the sex chromosome named X and Y. Female has two X chromosome, where male has one X and one Y chromosome. When a sperm containing X chromosome fertilizes the egg has only X and X chromosome. So the sex of the child is determined not by the mothers, because my egg only has X chromosomes. Whether it's a boy or girl, X is going to contribute only X chromosome. But if a sperm containing X chromosome fertilizes the egg, then it's going to be a girl. But if a sperm containing Y chromosome fertilizes the egg, then it would develop into a male. See the diagram here. Father contains two chromosomes X and Y. Mother has only XX. So she contributes only X chromosome. If father contributes X, then X and X will be girl. But supposing mother contributes X and father contributes Y chromosome, then X and Y will be a boy. The belief that the mother is responsible for the sex of the baby is completely wrong. And to blame her for this is totally unjustified, because mother is not responsible for the sex of the baby. Whether it's a boy or a girl, it's the father who is responsible. Hormones other than sex hormones. The hormone secreted by the pituitary gland stimulates the testes and ovaries to produce these hormones. You have already learnt that pituitary gland is a endocrine gland, and it is, you see here, this is the pituitary gland and it is connected with the brain. Apart from pituitary, the testes and ovaries, there are other endocrine glands in the body, such as adrenal gland, pancreas. There are other adrenal glands in the body, such as thyroid, pancreas, adrenals, etc. Now, Bojo and Paheli had once visited their aunt who was a doctor. And they remember that there was a boy there who was called Kaka. He had a very big and bulging throat. गर्दन बहुत ज़्यादा मोटी हो रही थी उसकी. Their aunt told them that Kaka was suffering from a disease which is called goiter. It's a disease of the thyroid gland. गर्दन बहुत ज़्यादा मोटी हो जाती है because thyroid gland was not producing thyroxine. And auntie had also told them their uncle was suffering from diabetes because the pancreas was not producing the hormone insulin in insufficient quantities. Then Bojo and Paheli asked their aunt about the adrenal glands and she showed them the charts. The aunt told them that adrenal glands secrete hormones which maintain the correct salt balance in the blood. Adrenals also produce the hormones adrenal. It helps to adjust its stress when one is very angry, embarrassed or worried. Thyroid and adrenals secrete their hormones when they receive order from the pituitary. So pituitary gland is controlling all the other adrenal glands, other hormones. So it is also called the master gland. Pituitary gland is also called master gland. Pituitary gland also secretes growth hormone, which is responsible for the normal growth of a person. Role of hormones in completing the life and history of insects. We have already studied about the life cycle of a moth, silk moth and a frog. So the first the eggs, then caterpillar, then pupa, then the butterfly is released. It has to pass through many stages. Similarly, the tadpole also has to pass through certain stages to become a frog. This change from larva to adult is called metamorphosis. So what is metamorphosis? Metamorphosis is a drastic change in a butterfly from larva to butterfly, and in frog from tadpole to becoming a frog. In a frog, it is controlled by thyroxine, the hormone produced by thyroid. Supposing in the water where tadpoles are growing, that water does not have sufficient iodine, then tadpole will not become frog. So tadpole cannot become a frog, adult, if the water in which it is growing doesn't contain iodine. Reproductive health. Physical and mental well-being of an individual is regarded as an individual health. To keep the body healthy, every human being must have a balanced diet. At all stages of life, we require balanced diet. But at adolescence, it is even more essential to have balanced diet because the body is growing. It requires proper balanced diet. Nutritional needs of an adolescent. We know that adolescence is the stage where the body is growing and development is taking place. So the diet of an adolescent is very important. For proper growth and development, an adolescent should take proper diet. A balanced diet means diet should include proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins in proper quantity. Our Indian thali, which contains dal, chawal, roti, sabji, salad, that is a balanced diet. Milk भी एक balanced diet है अपने आप में. Fruits also give us nourishment. For infants, for babies, mother's milk provide all the nutrition. They don't need any other thing. Then we require irons in the body. Iron help builds blood, and iron-rich foods such as leafy vegetable, jaggery, meat, citrus, Indian gooseberry, means amla, they are all very good for us. Check items for lunch and dinner in your meal. Is the meal balanced? So all children, you must see that you take a balanced meal. Your diet should contain protein, fats, carbohydrate, minerals, vitamins and all the other minerals like calcium, iron. So we should always try to have fresh food. Chips and packed or tinned snacks, though they may be very tasty, but they are not balanced diet. We must not take them in large quantities. See here the pictures are given of the food that you should take. Meat, vegetables, fruits, milk, grains, all this. Then personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is very important. We must take bath every day. In all stages of your life, daily bath is very important. All parts of the body should be washed and cleaned every day. You must clean all the parts of your body. take bath every day. Cleanliness is not maintained, there are chances of getting bacterial infection. If we do not take bath every day, do not wear clean clothes, then there are chances that we get bacterial infection. Girls should take special care during cleanliness, during the time of menstrual flow. Otherwise, infection can take place. So they should keep track of their menstrual cycle and be prepared for the onset of menstruation. Use sanitary napkins or homemade pads. Then physical exercise is also very important, also at all the stages of life. But adolescent, it becomes more important because the body is growing up. All young boys and girls should take walk, exercise and play outdoor games. There are certain myths. Number 1, a girl becomes pregnant if she looks at boys during menstruation. Second, mother is responsible for the sex of her child. Third, a girl should not be allowed to work in the kitchen during menstruation. So these are the myths and the taboos. We should not follow them. We should discard them. Then coming to drugs. We must always say no to drugs. Adolescence is a period of much activity in the body and mind. So do not feel confused or insecure. And if your friends or anybody asks you to take some drugs, say no. Unless it is prescribed by doctors. You should always say no to drugs. Drugs are addictive. उनकी आदत पड़ जाती है. If you take them once, you feel like taking them again. In the long run, your health and happiness will be ruined. Then we all have heard about this disease called AIDS, which is caused by a dangerous virus called HIV. This virus can spread to a normal person from an infected person by sharing the syringe used for injecting drugs. It can also be transmitted to an infant from the mother through her milk. The virus can also be transmitted through sexual contact with a person infected with HIV. Adolescent pregnancy. In India, the legal age for marriage is 18 years for girls and 21 years for boys. This is because teenage mothers are not prepared mentally or physically for motherhood. Early marriage and motherhood causes health problems in mother. So it is very important that marriage should only take place 18 for girls and 21 for boys, when the body is ready to take the responsibility of motherhood. So children, with this I finish this lesson. Go through the video properly. Try to understand the lesson. If any doubt, please message to me. I will solve all your queries. Thank you.